I know a lot of you IWC basement dwellers are very, very pissed off and angry that Jay Uso was the one that won the Rumble and not your boy John Cena going after that 17th World Championship. But don't worry though, John Cena is definitely going to win his 17th World Championship. Okay? It's only going to happen by him winning the chamber and facing Cody. That's if they have him beat Cody, that is. But I don't see that happening. But I don't understand. Do we not want new stars created? You know, we seem to be all wishy-washy when it comes to certain guys that we want to see in that limelight, that we want to see get that big push. You know, guys like Daniel Bryan in the past, Kofi Kingston, in the very, very past, Jeff Hardy, you know, but no one ever turned on Jeff, though. That's the thing. No one turned on Kofi Kingston, even. No one turned on Daniel Bryan. Um, a lot of the guys that y'all wanted in that picture, in that limelight, y'all did not turn on them. So I'm trying to understand what makes Jay Uso different from the rest. Why is it y'all so quick to create all this vitriol toward the WWE, specifically Triple H, for booking Jay Uso to win the Rumble and not John Cena? First of all, John Cena wasn't even present during the Royal Rumble build. That dude wasn't even present. He only showed up one time to sell himself winning the Rumble, and that was it. He was not part of the whole build-up process to the Rumble. So it wasn't convincing enough for John Cena to pull out the Rumble victory. Jay Uso winning was a surprise for many, and no one saw it coming. That's why I said this was probably the most unpredictable Royal Rumble of all time. Like going into it, a lot of heavy hitters. You don't know who's going to win. Anyone could win. But we were not expecting Jay Uso to make it that far. Like, I knew he was going to make it probably to the final 5, final 6. But I never would have predicted that he would throw Cena or just push Cena off the ropes, off the apron, my bad, off the apron, right? They had went over the top rope together. I had to double check to see if they actually went over the top rope before the elimination occurred, right? And I was just anticipating Cena winning. And then once Jay pushed Cena off the apron and he won and he pointed to the sign, I'm like, you know what, man, this is kind of cool. I was actually really happy for Jay Uso. I felt genuinely happy for Jay Uso to win that Rumble, man. I was excited. I was like, man, this is so fucking awesome. We finally got a brand new main event star in the making. He's over. He has his own chant. Everybody loves him. You know what I'm saying? Jay Uso, listen, there's not a lot of guys right now that is over like Jay Uso. I'm telling you right now. I'm not counting Trick Williams because he's still down there in NXT. Once you hit the main roster, it's official. But Jay is probably the most over babyface in wrestling today. Listen, Monday Night on Raw, when he came out to everyone raising the roof, there was no denying that this was the right choice to win the Royal Rumble. Whether you like it or not, y'all can get mad. Y'all can throw a hissy fit about it online on Twitter. On the Twitter, you can throw a hissy fit all you want. But at the end of the day, what we seen on TV is this motherfucker over. This dude is red hot. Now, as the famous saying goes, you got to strike while the iron is hot. You have to strike while the iron is hot. Otherwise, once that iron goes cold, there's no more striking it. No more striking it. Yeah, Jey Uso lost to Gunther at the Saturday night's main event. Okay, he did. But there's a story to be told that Jey, if he chooses Gunther, Gunther is going to beat the crap out of him. Gunther is going to embarrass him, and Gunther is going to ruin Jey Uso's dreams. By that promo that he cut, I mean, he could barely even say a word. Like, it was the opposite of Dominic Mysterio. Every time he comes out, and I'm talking about in terms of a positive babyface reaction. Like with Dominic Mysterio, he gets all the heel heat, and he can't say a word. The fans won't let him because he's overshadowed by the boos. With Jey, he was overshadowed by a lot of cheers and people yelling, screaming, everybody, saying yeet. And so it's like, this really is your guy to headline WrestleMania, to be the one to defeat Gunther. And Gunther came out and he got all the heat on him, and these guys can really go out there and tell a story of, the dominant champion and the underdog that had to work and bust his ass. Blood, sweat, and tears, rental cars, early flights, media, the grind. Years and years of doing this. Finally getting your big break. And you got to go up against the dominant, almost unbeatable champion in Gunther, and who, by the way, has beaten you twice already. Gunther has 2 victories. Actually, no. He has 3 victories over Jey Uso. Intercontinental Championship match from back in February. King of the Ring finals. Not the finals, but like the semifinals. And the world title match from 2 weeks ago. So Gunther has Jey's number. He has his number here. So this is a convincing story going into WrestleMania that Jey cannot beat Gunther. Gunther has Jey beat. Gunther is inside his head. Jey does not compare to Gunther inside that ring. And the thing about Jey, he may be so over and he has great showmanship, but he really has to improve his game in the ring. That's something I want to see more out of Jey. He really got to step it up in that ring and really put out new moves and get better in that ring. If he's going to be world champion after WrestleMania, then his matches have to deliver. And this match with Gunther has to deliver. He cannot just be a one-dimensional talent that, he's over because of the yeet. And, because fans love him, and he's not just over because of his personality. No, he's also got to get over by his in-ring skill too. Now, anyway, that's going to be overshadowed. But the fans long-term will still respect him for his improvements inside the ring. And we know Jey can go. We know Jey can put on a good singles match. He's capable of doing that. He's no longer a tag team wrestler anymore. Like, this dude had graduated from tag team division to main event status now. Like, you're in the big times now, kid. So it's like he's going to have to wrestle like one, and he's definitely going to have to step it up in that ring. And that's one thing I got to say about Jey in terms of criticism, that you cannot have that match that you had with your twin brother last year at WrestleMania, doing all them spam super kicks, spam Samoan drops, spam Samoan splashes from the top rope. You can't be doing that. You can't. You're wrestling Gunther, who is a technical wrestling king. So the way I see it, going into this WrestleMania match, I think this is the best world title match you can do that is fresh because it has two different names in the mix. Like going into WrestleMania each year, you can't have the same names as your world champion all the time. That pattern was done with Roman Reigns for like 4 or 5 years straight. You got to have someone different in the scene. And Gunther and Jey Uso, to me, they're both have reached a certain level to where us as the viewers, we can take them seriously as main event stars. And so they're both capable of being in that whatchamacallit. Like they're both capable of headlining, you know. With Jay and Gunther, they're two fresh names in the world title scene for WrestleMania. Last year you had Seth, Drew, and Damian Priest. You know what I'm saying? This year it's Jey Uso and Gunther. You know? And so Jay's been over. He's been consistently popular. He has maintained his momentum. He has earned it. If that segment on Raw did not prove to you that this man did not earn a Royal Rumble 2025 victory, then I don't know what will prove to you that he earned it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all gotta chill. It's like, do you not want them to create new stars? Isn't that what y'all wanted? Y'all used to complain that, oh, we always see the same faces all the time in the world title picture. It's always the same guy. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, it's always Seth Rollins, it's always John Cena. Well, guess what? You got Jey Uso. You got main event Jey Uso now. And y'all still crying. Y'all still crying over it. It's like, bruh, it's wrestling. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I was genuinely happy when Jey Uso won the Rumble. It was unexpected. I didn't think I was going to be that excited, but I was actually pretty excited for him winning. I was. There's just something about Jey Uso when he comes out in the arena lights up. It's like he brings life to the arena. Like he brings life to the building. He just has that personality that is relatable. And he was getting really choked up, man. He could barely form a sentence. He was getting that choked up. But it showed you how real this is for Jey Uso. It showed you how hard he has actually worked to get to this spot in his career. This man has put in work, guys. Say what you want to say about Jey Uso. He's put in work. We've all followed this man's journey since the bloodline first started. September 2020. Like when Jey Uso was the right-hand man of Roman Reigns. And he was being gaslit. He was being love-bombed by Roman. He was being manipulated. Like, you know, he had to watch his own twin brother get choked out by Roman Reigns, by the abusive cousin, the abusive tribal chief inside Hell in a Cell. And he had to quit just to save his brother, just to prevent further punishment from Roman. He had to quit and join the bloodline. He had to acknowledge Roman. We were there. We saw all those developments happening with Jey Uso. We saw his progression in that storyline. We saw the emotions. We saw all the moments. Him finally breaking away from Roman Reigns. Him getting screwed out by his own twin brother. His friendship and brotherhood with Sami Zayn. Him finally winning his first singles title. Him teaming up with Cody Rhodes and becoming tag team champion, being drafted to Raw. Jey has been through a lot. A lot from the bloodline saga and just off his own singles careers thus far. Jey Uso from 2020 up until now has had an amazing journey. And you can't deny that. The development from Jey Uso's character has been nothing but fantastic. Because you saw a natural progression with him through 2020 up until now. To where you can say this man has earned the right to go to WrestleMania. Whether you think it should be John Cena or not, or CM Punk. But the truth is, y'all are just expecting a different result. Y'all were expecting the obvious. And that was either CM Punk or John Cena. Jey Uso was the unexpected one, so y'all didn't get the result that y'all wanted. That's why y'all disappointed. And also the fact that Jey Uso already fought going through already, so why we want to see that match? Well, there's a story now. There's a plot. And that plot's going to thicken as we progress through the road to WrestleMania. So that's all I got to say with this video. Jey Uso earned it. He's the man. He's over right now. You got to strike while the iron's hot. It's like y'all wanted Kofi Kingston, you got Kofi. Y'all wanted Daniel Bryan, y'all got Daniel Bryan. Y'all wanted Jeff Hardy years and years ago, y'all got Jeff Hardy. Y'all got the guys that y'all wanted to be the top of the food chain. Okay, well, y'all want Jey Uso. Okay, so y'all getting Jey Uso. But don't start complaining when they go all the way with him after WrestleMania. Don't complain and bitch and moan. Oh yeah, Jey, he's overrated now. You know, he sucks in the ring. Oh, his world title reign sucks. They need to take it off of him. Boo, 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 boo. Like, y'all don't know how to make up your mind when it comes to who do you prefer. Like, y'all didn't want Cody. Y'all wanted Cody, but now y'all don't want Cody. So be careful what y'all wish for, because you will get it eventually.